We're just two friends who love the movies, call each other every morning.
Good morning, Mitchell Caps.
Hey man, I was hoping you'd call.
What's going on, dude? Talk to me.
Just getting a little coffee.
Dude, I thought you gave up coffee, dude.
That's old news, dude. I did give it up for a minute in the interest of my teeth, but my most recent dentist said that I got some bad information from my last dentist. She said it's fine to drink coffee as long as it's, the roast isn't too dark,
Dark,
and
yeah, like
that
a maybe
that
like a
makes it
medium.
acidic. Maybe like a light roasted. Well, anyway, she also told me that it was the only thing that burned fat in my liver. I said, "Excuse me?" She said, "Let's change the subject." The subject change was to the fact that I needed two root canals and two crowns to the
Oh,
tune of like 7 or 8K.
are
So
you
I've got,
serious?
I'm not kidding, dude. I've got one scheduled for uh, I'm not gonna do both, obviously. I've got one scheduled for April that I might back out of. They said I can get my deposit back if I back out 3 days prior. But I was having some pain last week, but it's gone and but I should do it. I should do it. It's just one of those things, dude, with paying for your health. I don't know. But anyways, we got to pay for the baby too,
I
dude.
know, man.
Turns out they phoned us yesterday and like, here's what we need to have your baby. I'm like, whatever, man. If the Lord wants to bring me back to zero, that's okay, dude.
Dude. Well, dude, first of all, everything's gonna be alright, dude.
I know, man. I know.
Secondly, it's like they say, I mean, the past is coming back to haunt us, dude. You know, all
Why do
those
you
all
say that?
those late
All those
nights,
sodas.
all those sodas, all those late nights, you know?
Dude, Sam's Cola. Did you remember those?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of
Oh my
course.
goodness, dude. I
Jesus.
Sam's Cola was so cheap. Dude, there was a vending machine at the hometown market in O-Town,
Yeah.
35 cents. Remember,
35.
we'd scrape up the change under the McDonald's drive-through window and go over and get a Coke over there, like some off-brand Coke.
Because
35 cents.
it was across dude, remember those? Oh my gosh, just thinking about it is just making me depressed now. Dude, the
Uh,
McDonald's late at night, right?
yeah,
Run across the street, right there, the laundromat, the little
yeah.
Chinese restaurant. I don't even know if it's still there.
Panda Rest is still there. Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah. I went there like last year sometime.
Wow, dude. I'm gonna
Took Laura.
dude, when we go this summer, I'm gonna
Here's
have
the thing,
to
dude, you're gonna want to go to every restaurant in Oneonta, and you can't.
I okay, look. Here's the thing. I'm gonna go. These are the three in that area that I for sure I'm making my mind up to go. One, Jack's. Okay.
Give me a
Uh,
break.
two, dude, I miss Jack's. We don't have Jack's over here, man. I love Jack's. You guys don't know how lucky you guys have it over there in that area.
I'm Georgia, so
All right, Jack's. All right. Allen Mix, dude. I have to go back for the memories.
yeah, you work there. It's fair enough.
I mean, I have to. I have to. I mean, those are, and then of course I do
Huddle
want to go to
House.
Panda Rest.
Are you seriously not gonna name Huddle House right now,
I'm just messing with you.
dude? So now, real quick before we travel back in time to 2017, that McDonald's in Oneonta is actually where you and I reconnected after years of not really being in touch.
Mitch, do you want to tell the brief story on that?
I don't know how much of a story there is to it, but I think the youth group that I went to would go there usually on Wednesday nights afterwards and kind of goof off for a little bit before we had to go home. And I had like got there late and it was like worlds collided, I think because the Murrays, you're sitting there with them and maybe Wes, I don't know, but like he came up to the table and I was like, who's this guy from my past sitting at this table with my new friend? That's how I remember it.
Dude, I came back to haunt you, dude.
You did, dude. That's so.
Anyways, dude, so yeah, that's how we were connected. I moved schools, and from the way I remember it, I ran into I was there talking with the Murrays, and then I think Wesley Carroll was there. I don't know.
I think Wesley was around yet, but maybe.
No, no, no. Wesley Carroll wasn't there, but your brother was there, and I remember him like sitting in the corner, like if he had a cigar in an
Yeah,
old western, you
yeah.
know. Uh,
And
yeah,
I could still see your face on that day, man. Like, just like a bat out of hell, dude. Uh,
yeah. I mean, Wes didn't like me, and then we ended up becoming the best of friends. Like
yeah.
there was never a day where we didn't hang out. You know, we were always doing something. You know,
Who thought that all these years later we'd be talking every day, ostensibly about the movies?
that's true. That's true, man. Well, look, we're getting to 2017, Mitch. Sorry, folks, for taking too long. Um, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, crap, dog. Hit me.
Okay, well, in this one, I did have honorable mentions. So, my number 15 was Mother. My number 14 was Downsizing. My number 13 was First Reformed. My number 12 was John Wick 2. My number 11 was Spider-Man Homecoming. My number 10 was Wind River. My number 9 was the Lego Batman movie. My number 8 was a ghost story. My number 7 was Hostiles. My number 7 was my number 6 was Three Billboards. My number 5 was The Shape of Water. My number 4 was Logan. My number 3 was War for the Planet of the Apes. My number 2 was The Florida Project. And my number 1 was Phantom Thread.
Wow, man. Wow. A lot to unpack there. I'll go ahead and share mine. Honorable mentions: The Shape of Water, Last Flag Flying, Lady Bird, Long Nights, Short Mornings, The Big Sick. Top 10: The Disaster Artist, Get Out, Phantom Thread, Mother, The Florida Project, Brawl in Cell Block 99, Baby Driver, Good Time, Wind River, and A Ghost Story.
Yeah, man. We got it's a lot. It's a lot to discuss. So, wow.
Let's start with regrets,
Okay,
if any.
regrets. I would not have Mother in there. I probably wouldn't have Lego Batman in my top 10. It would probably be an honorable mention. Um, I probably wouldn't have John Wick 2, although I love it. I probably wouldn't have Three Billboards as high. It may be my number 10 or number 9.
I'm just
Uh,
gonna go ahead and say I don't care for Three Billboards very much.
oh, I know you don't. I know you don't.
I can't believe he joked us like that. In my opinion, I'm just like, are you kidding me? Is this a joke? Did he really fool everybody? And the answer is yes.
I don't know about that. I still love it. I think it's a really good movie. But
Yeah.
I did rewatch it maybe like within the past 6 months, and I don't think it's as great as I remembered it being. But I still think it's a very good movie.
I think
Uh,
Lori helped me see it through a different set of eyes somehow. Because when I watched it, I did like it actually. And then I was watching it with her, and she was just pointing out things, and I was like, wait a minute.
what did she point out?
She would just like, she would just stop and be like, did you hear that dialogue? And she would point out casting choices and just like all kinds of little things that I was like, yeah, there's something. You're totally right. And I don't usually say this, Lori, but you're totally right. Um, it was a weird experience, and there's this guy I follow on Letterboxd. He's kind of just a hot take artist, so like
Yeah.
most of the time I don't really agree with him. I'm just like, oh, okay, you're just blowing smoke. Anybody can deconstruct a movie. But I mean, he's a good writer. That's why it's fun to read. But
Yeah,
uh, he like Parasite. That was another one that really like he
I
convinced me on.
I think that movie is overrated.
Yeah, and then but I will say I guess one of my regret. I don't think I would have Shape of Water on my list. It's just the bottom honorable mention. But yeah, I've that movie. I'm like, that's another one I feel fooled by. And I really regret not putting First Reformed on my list. I'm surprised to see it not on here.
Wow. Dude, that's a movie that you talk about to this day.
Yeah, I really love that one. It's weird that it's not on there, but
So in regards to movies that I didn't have on my list that I am so surprised that I didn't put on there that I in fact they're two of the movies that I've rewatched probably I've rewatched those movies a lot. The first one is Baby Driver.
mhm.
I love Baby Driver. I
That
mean,
movie rules.
yeah, I mean it would be in my top 10. Probably
Although
maybe
I will say I turned it on recently when me and Lori were just wanting to have something on that we'd seen before. And uh, in the very beginning, Elgert's performance made me cringe a little. Maybe it was just because I was watching with Lori and she's not as. I gotta stop watching movies with Lori that I love.
dude, dude, she's
No,
making you hate movies, dude.
but yeah, I love Baby Driver.
Yeah, I mean, so you have Baby Driver, which I would have had probably like in my number 8 or
That was
something
a
like
bad
that.
influence because it came out at the time we were working at Pizza Hut, dog. I was speeding up out of that
Oh, do you
city.
remember that, dude?
Dude, I was like, I am Baby Driver.
Dude, oh my, it's crazy how certain movies come out at times in your life when you're actually in that kind of line of work, like
Right, yep.
obviously we weren't into crime, but we were delivery drivers,
Speak
people
for
like.
yourself, dude.
And dude, oh man, speaking of delivering, man, I miss those days. That was around. I remember that was around the time I was getting into the Mark Maron podcast,
Oh
and
yeah,
I remember just listening to all these podcasts while working.
it was the
And
best. Best job.
dude, it's still one of the best jobs I've ever had to this day, Mitch. I don't know if I told you, but I recently started doing Lyft again.
Oh, congrats, man.
Yeah, man, and dude, the stories already, man. Gosh, dude, this is a mine. It's a gold mine of just like there's so much beauty and richness in people's lives, and sometimes I'm only with them for 10-15 minutes at a time, but you learn so much, man. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I got sidetracked. I'm just getting excited talking about that. But another one I definitely would have had, Mitch, is Personal Shopper. Do you remember that?
I remember you loving it. I didn't watch it.
Gosh, man, I freaking love that movie. It has one of the in my opinion, one of the best movie endings in the past like decade, right?
Yeah, we still gotta do our top movie endings one of these days.
Yeah, it definitely one of the best. It's a movie where I'll be honest, I'm still kind of trying to unpack because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it is like a puzzle. You're trying to figure out, okay, well, if they're doing this, then it's a great movie overall, Mitch. I don't want to reveal too much about it because if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. This movie, it's a slow burn drama. And I'm sorry, I'm at Target. If it's a little loud, let me try to get away from the person.
Like it's okay, I can't hear it. Um,
1 second.
yeah, dude, I checked that movie out at the library when I was living in my friend's study. I would walk to the library, and I would check out 3 or 4 movies and carry them home. But I wouldn't always have time to watch them all because I was working a lot. But that's kind of, and I just didn't. I started it, but I got like 10 minutes in, and I don't know, went to work, and then they were coming due, and so I just never watched it. But yeah, no, Sam loves that one. I was just noticing too, I watched 11 out of 15 of these in the movie theater. That's crazy. That's the second time in a row. It's like I was really going to the theaters back then. Not so much anymore. Kind of
Yeah,
sad, but
dude. I mean, it is kind of sad, man, and not to get sidetracked again, but dude, the whole AMC stuff. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for AMC. I mean, what does it tell you when they're offering their AMC stubs the first month for 99 cents?
Oh, oh, I gotta cash in on that, though.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like the first month you get it for 99 cents. You're gonna have to if they're offering that over there, you're gonna have to get in on that. Oh, Toon Squad, what?
Toon Squad, get you some Toon Squad swag. Well,
Yeah.
I think we both had Ghost Story on our list. That was one that's really stood the test of time, especially for Lori. I went. That was a double date. Me, Lori, Wes, and Miranda. Maybe the one and the only time we ever did that. It's funny.
Are you serious? That's the only time?
Nah, I mean, yeah, probably formally like that, where we're like, let's go on a double date. I mean, because we
Yeah.
spend so much doggone time together. Uh, but yeah, that one was powerful, and it's weird too because I think sometimes film criticism, when it does what it does best, it can like really elevate
Yeah.
a movie before or after. But in this case, we just never forget. In the trailer, they had a blurb like they do, and
Yeah.
it called the movie a meditative poem about the enormity of time. And for some reason, that just really hit. But it also had that great original song in it, the kind of song that's so good the Oscars ignore it entirely. I
Yeah.
get overwhelmed. Oh man, that song was so awesome.
I remember, oh man, just thinking about that. I remember going to watch that movie at the Draft House, and
Mm.
I it was during the time I was going through a breakup, but it was a breakup, but it was also like we were still in each other's lives. So anytime I think of that movie, it reminds me of that time period. I love that
Mm.
movie. I mean, it's obviously a great film. I think it would probably be higher on my list now because of how much uh it's stayed with us. So in terms of your number one, I'm assuming you still stand by that as your number
I
one.
think so. Yeah, I think so. Would you put something up ahead from what you have?
In regards to, I had Phantom Thread.
Right.
Uh, dude, I love Phantom Thread. I mean, I recently watched it with Vanessa, and this is a movie that like I would not have thought that she would be into, you know?
Mm.
But there she was, just sitting there and just
Yeah,
kind of
watch that in the theaters together.
no, 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 no. Well, I watched it in theaters like three times when it came out, but no, we watched it at home. She had never
Well,
seen it.
that was supposed to be Day Lewis's swan song,
Yeah,
but we come to find out 10 years later that wasn't so.
he lied to us. He lied to us.
I'm
He's
glad he did.
no Mitch. He's a liar. Anyways,
I
yeah.
had a weird one in my list. No,
Which one?
no, were you gonna say you would move something else up?
No, 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 no.
You would keep it, yeah.
I probably would keep it. I mean, if I had to really, really think about it, if I had to really tell you something. Oh, before I go on, I just want to mention I love War for the Planet of the Apes. Love Florida
Yeah, I
Project.
know, I know. He loves the
Dude,
Planet of the Apes series. Oh,
dude, but the movie that I actually would move up, Wind River. Oh my gosh.
yeah, that was my
That
number
movie,
two. That movie rules, dude.
that movie is
That
so
movie.
freaking good.
I mean, I wish that guy would get away from TV and get back to some movies, dude.
I
Because
know.
you
I
know,
know. I'm there with you. I'm there with
I'm
you.
like, dude, let's get some more of these. Like, even like his lesser works are like that. He's totally my jam, dude. I love what he in that movie. Some great editing tricks, some great performances. That's my favorite Olsen performance,
Oh
personally.
yeah.
And that's even probably my favorite Renner, and that's big talk. I mean, I feel like he was like a John Wayne in that movie, dude. He was awesome.
Yeah, I mean Renner was just you're
Oh, that
right.
movie's haunting.
I think it might be his best performance. And then
That last shootout, dude. Oh man, that's so well played. Just so so
Yes,
good,
that's with the editing, man, where they nail it, dude.
dude. You're right. It's like a true western. Like,
Yeah, it is like a Western. Like you feel like almost like a classic Western vibe in it,
dude,
man.
I'll
But
be honest with you. That movie would probably shoot up to my top five.
it's also like a good, like it feels like a good. You ever go to like stay in an Airbnb or something, and then you like just kind of look, grab something off their shelf, and then you're like, next thing you know, you stayed up all night reading it. It's like, doggone, what? Whoa.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Well, I'm glad we're able to discuss it here, folks. If you haven't seen it, Wind River, definitely check it out.
good,
Come on
good
now.
title too.
Yeah,
Good
that's a
title.
good title. But what were you gonna
Um,
say, Mitch?
I don't know how this weird one on my list. Long nights, short mornings. That's
What?
such a strange, and that's again like there's some trailers that like live in my brain,
Yeah.
and this trailer like I don't know like it captured me, and then I ended up watching the movie, and I just remember watching it and just kind of sitting there like dazed by it. I was like, oh my God, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like about this. I guess he's kind of I don't know. He's like this no account guy. I guess he's kind of like a sex addict or something. I don't know, but it's just total melancholy haze of a movie.
Yeah,
Or he just drinks and tries to chase women, and it's so sad. It's one of the saddest things I've ever seen.
dude,
Um,
I've never even heard of that movie. I'm gonna have to look it up.
just check out the trailer because oh,
Oh,
actually, Sam, you know what's funny? The trailer has a song in it that I've always tried to get you to cover. Um, Sam doesn't do covers. If you ever get him to, it's gonna be a big day. But
yeah. I mean,
I always heard that song in your voice.
I don't know. I mean, look, it's probably people are probably listening to you just saying that and then thinking, oh, he thinks he's too good for covers. This is my stance on covers, people. That way you're aware. That way you're not just thinking I'm just kind of like this prude or something. Um, I just think that there are so many covers to songs out there that I'd rather focus my time and energy on creating something that is original that no one else has made. So that's my
I've
opinion
always
on it.
thought that it was because you didn't know how to like read music or something.
No, I mean no. What you mean? Read like
Like to
no
would you be able to reproduce a melody like that?
no. There's different ways they reading music.
They've
Like
got chords, right?
they
I
have
know, but like,
chords. Yeah,
could you do it?
yeah. No. The chords I can do, but in terms of like you're talking about sheet music, I can't read
No,
sheet.
I'm just saying, like, if you could do the chords, I guess you could do the
Oh
covers too.
yeah, no. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can read chords. Like if you have chords there, I can do it. It's just I can't read sheet music. Like
You know, the other one I always wanted Sam to do was My Hero Zero from Schoolhouse Rock.
hey,
I always hear that one.
I will tell you, Mitch, if I were to ever do a cover, it would probably be that one because that one seems like it's more like the most up my alley.
uh,
But anything you want to add before we hop off it?
the Big Sick, Kumail Nanjiani's Arrival. Um, cool.
That's another one that would have be on my list. That would be in my top 10.
Somebody was saying that he should host the Oscars, and I think, yeah, I definitely think I could see that.
Dude,
Uh,
his what do you call it? Presentation whenever he was giving the award out.
so
Dude, that was probably the best one. The best
yeah, I
one.
feel like he could handle it really well. And also, I got Good Time, which again, I still see as Pattinson's real rebirth.
I agree with
Um,
that. I was kind of cold on that movie. I mean, I need to check it out again.
one of my
Just
favorite movie endings, one of my favorite movie songs, the Iggy Pop, uh, I can't pronounce the Oneonta Point Never. I never know how to say that. But yeah, one of my favorite movie endings. And also, I wanted to say something about, oh, doggone it, my mind's going. Oh, Brawl in Cell Block 99.
oh
That
yeah,
one was super, super cool.
dude.
It
Yep.
was a fun year. There was a lot of, I think this list is me kind of coming into my own a little bit. It would be the third year of doing it that I have on record, and just kind of like discovering like what my top 10 lists would be like. Not necessarily too much as much as an interaction with. I don't know. The year before had some wild cards, but I feel like this year is getting more into a Mitch moment.
Yeah, I mean, I still stand by what I said. I think this is a very good year, right? Very, very good year, actually. But I think the previous year, 2016, that one for me had movies that were like, I'm talking like favorites list, you know? I mean, Phantom Thread, I'm always gonna love that movie, PTA. But yeah, I mean, this movie is a very good year. For me, it just wasn't as good as the previous year. Uh,
Well, you had an animated movie on your list for the third time in a row.
Lego
Uh,
Batman movie.
that's a semi-classic.
Yeah, well,
You
but I
did
didn't have
not
one this
watch.
year. I didn't have one in 2025.
Yeah, is that the first time in
I don't
10
know.
years?
I don't know.
We
We'll have to look back.
we will find out.
We will find out. But next year, I was kind of looking at my list for next year, for 2018, right? The year we're going to be doing next. And I have to say, this is another strong contender as one of the best years of the decade. So,
Okay, well,
yeah.
forward to
All right, man. Well, I'll talk to you later.